Hey guys, Oster, and welcome to another Minecraft video here on the channel. Today, guys, the time has come. It is finally released in all its glory. Minecraft 1.14, the Pillage and Village update. I believe that is what it is called. I'm super psyched today to go over everything that is in this update. The Village and Pillage, Village and Pillage update. I'm super psyched to go over everything. You might be noticing that my showcase area is a little bit bigger than usual. However, it is a bit bare. There is nothing other than this nice, beautiful emerald, gold, and diamond retextured blocks. But basically, how I'm going to be going over this update is a little bit different. I'm not going to be going, I don't have anything set up. I'm essentially going to be reading off the wiki page. And any item that it says that really piques my interest, I'll grab it and we'll test the stuff out right here. Since, I've got creative mode, I can do whatever I want with that. But being as this is the first world in 1.14 that I spawned in at, if you guys are interested in a world such as this, let me just do a nice 360 view. I'll give you the seed right here. If you guys want to use it, wow, I've never seen a seed in the 8, like starts out with 8. That's pretty crazy. Normally it's like 1 or 2 or -1. But aside from that, if you guys are hyped for the newest Minecraft update that we're going to have probably for at least half a year before the next version even gets really started, smash that like button. I want to see this video get to 10 likes. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for anything huge, but I'd like to see this video get to 10 likes. I know you guys could do it. This is a brand new version of Minecraft. Everyone who watches my channel has at least interacted with Minecraft once, I'd assume. So smash that like button for this new version of Minecraft. Now, we're going to start things off going over all the items and stuff that the wiki page is telling us about. And once we go over the items, we'll go into the mobs, the scenery. The scenery is what I want to do last because I kind of want to go to a super flat world and go and show you all the new villages. And I'm super hyped because I actually last night learned of another new villager that was added into this version that blew my mind when I heard about it. But aside from that, let me just say, guys, let me make sure I'm recording before I keep going. Okay, I'm good. But yeah, before we fully get into this, I'm just going to say this is going to be a lengthy video. I'm estimating at least 30 minutes. If you guys don't have the time to watch all the way through, that's understandable. Just skip through, find parts that you find interesting. I'll try to timestamp different, parts of the update that we go over in the description. I'll say, timestamp, 5 minutes in is when we go over mobs and stuff, in case there are specific things you are looking for in this version. For those who are concerned about the combat, I'll say right now it's the exact same, aside from adding in the beautiful crossbow. So aside from adding that in, the combat is the exact same as 1.13, for anyone who's curious about that. Other addition is, keep in mind that the next version of Minecraft being 1.15 will be a combat update again. I'm not sure how much is going to change, but we can go over rumors for that after the fact. But yeah, right now we're just going to be showcasing everything 1.14. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first new block added into this version is called bamboo. It can be found scattered around jungles and in large clusters in bamboo jungles. Yes, there is a new biome called a bamboo jungle, and essentially the bamboo looks like this. I'll try to mimic it to the best of my abilities. I believe you can grow it, but this is basically what it'll look like when you encounter it, except in large droves in a jungle. It can also be found in shipwrecks and jungle temples, so that's cool. If you guys don't know, shipwrecks are a thing in 1.13. For those that are coming into Minecraft after not playing for a while, I know a lot of people recently have started up playing Minecraft again recently, because I guess it's like the quote-unquote new thing to do again. But yeah, so this is bamboo. This is what it looks like. Our showcase arena is going to look a mess by the time I'm done with it. It can also be dropped by pandas when you kill pandas. Yes, there are pandas in this. We will show them off later. Or can be obtained by fishing in jungle biomes. So there is actually a reason to fish in specific biomes now, it seems. Before it was always you got the same loot from the same... it didn't matter where you fished, essentially, but now it's actually biome-specific where you fish. It can be farmed, and it can grow up to 12 to 16 blocks tall. So this is actually the new tallest, plant, quote, that can grow. Actually, no, I think the kelp in the ocean is actually the largest, but... it just grew in my face! Yeah, and as you can see, it's actually, growing leaves now. Look at it go! That's so cool. Okay, what else? It breaks instantly when using swords, so if you want to chop down this thing easily, other than creative mode, you do want to use a sword. It can be eaten by pandas, and it can be used as fuel 4 bamboo can smelt 1 item, or planted inside a flower pot. So you can actually use a... Let's actually get the flower pot out. And yes, I will try to show off most of the new textured things after we're done with this. But yeah, that's the nice bamboo flower pot thing. And it can be used to craft sticks and scaffolding. Scaffolding? Okay, we haven't got there yet. Yeah, okay, so I know a little bit about 1.14 because I've seen the snapshots. I've reviewed a few of the snapshots and whatnot, but as you guys know, I don't like spoiling myself all the way through, so this is my full in-depth, experience myself. So if I stop myself for a minute and I'm like, wait, what? That's probably because I didn't even know it existed. But yeah, that's bamboo. Next item, we have barrels. That is right. They have added barrels into Minecraft. The new storage thing, we'll say. So these are the barrels, looking pretty clean, if I must say so myself. Barrels act as a storage unit with the inventory of a chest. So if you right click it, as you can see, it will actually open like a storage. And if you look really closely, it actually opens like the little door handle thing. So that's pretty cool. We have a new type of chest essentially that works the same, except you can't have double. It's just kind of... Wait, can you have double? Can I combine 4? No. So these are the barrels. However, unlike a chest, it works in tight spaces and can be opened even if a solid block is above them. So you no longer have, if you're using these chests, you no longer have to do the whole slabs above them to make the chest open. So I actually like that a lot. Can be crafted using 6 planks and 2 wood slabs. As you guys know, we do have our nifty difty, I don't have the crafting table. We do have the nifty-difty new crafting inventory, so we can just look it up this way, and it will tell us the recipes for stuff once we have unlocked it. So memorizing recipes isn't really that much of an issue anymore. Anyway, shout out to the crafting table looking different. But what else can it do? The barrel, it generates in village fisher cottages. So yes, if you guys did pick up on the memo, this is a village-intensive update, so most of the things I'm going to be going over spawn in villages. So the barrels spawn in village, like I said, in a fisher cottage. It acts as a fisherman... Wait, it acts as the fisherman villager's job site. Does that mean, he can interact with the barrel? Is that what that's trying to say? I'm not entirely sure. We haven't gotten to villagers yet. And it can be filled by droppers and filled and emptied with hoppers. Yeah, so... Wait. Can be filled by droppers and filled and emptied with... Okay, yeah, I understand. So you can use a dropper to put stuff into this, which is actually pretty interesting. I don't think you could do that with chests. And you can obviously use the hopper system if you want to do that. So that is the barrel. Next up, we have the bells. The very interesting bell that I think I went over in my snapshot, but I was confused because I was like, what is this thing? So this is the bell. You can play a swinging animation and sound by right-clicking, if you'd like to do that. It's based on the position and facing of the player. Bells can only be hit in certain directions and only will swing on that axis. For example, if a player is standing to the north and the bell hits in the north of a bell and hits the bell, it will swing to the north and south. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Generate in village meeting points, so where the villagers meet, I guess. Can be anchored on top or a bottom block as well as walls with different texture. With different texture for each. What do you mean by that? So if I go over here and place this like this. Oh. And if I place it like that. Oh. It does look slightly different. I understand what they mean. And what does it say? Pop off as an item when the anchored block is destroyed or maybe. So yeah, so essentially if you break the block, it'll just break like it normally would. I'm hitting the bell during a raid applies a glowing effect to raid villagers within 32 blocks of distance. That's interesting. So the whole villager raid feature we've talked about in snapshots before. Essentially that's when the village is getting raided by their enemies. So you just ring this bell and it automatically puts everyone in that glowing effect so you can see them. Pretty interesting. Hello, Mr. Horse. How are you doing here today? Okay, no answer. Moving on, the blast furnace. This one I'm really hyped about. We have a new furnace type. So this is the blast furnace. A new furnace upgrade that allows for the smelting of ores and melting of metals faster than the traditional furnace. Twice as fast as regular furnace to be exact. But it can only smelt 1 ore or 1 metal, so that's pretty self-explanatory. That's This horse. So that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm pretty sure that's how the normal furnace works. Anyway, it can be crafted using 3 smooth stone, 1 furnace, and 5 ironing it. So this is essentially like the iron furnace, quote unquote, from the modded world, except it's just a better smelting furnace, which is pretty cool. And if you don't know any of the recipes, you can use the nice book to help you out there as well. It generates in village armor houses. It acts as armor villagers' job sites. So I don't know what this job site business is, but I don't know if that means like the villagers can interact with it, or if that just means like that's his like spawn location, quote unquote. And it has for support for hoppers and dropper inputs and outputs like it normally would. Moving on, scrolling down on my nice wiki page, we are on to the campfire. So we've seen these campfires a lot as well. So this is the campfire. Generates in taiga villages only. So keep that in mind. This is now village biome specific. This can only generate in, like I just said, the taiga village. It's a decorative fireplace without fire spread. So you can put this inside your house if you want fire in your house. It won't spread fire at all. It does not burn items either. It can be crafted with 3 sticks, 1 coal or charcoal, depending, and 3 wood or log, stripped or unstripped, and any type of wood. That was a long sentence. Okay. And it cooks up to 4 items, but 3 items slower than a furnace. 30 seconds to be exact. So you can't cook items on it. It just apparently takes forever. Now how you work it is you right-click the food item on top of the campfire, and the food item pops off when cooked. So let's just get some raw meat real quick. So let's say I wanted to cook some fish, I wanted to cook some of that, I wanted to cook some of the rabbit. Looks nice now. So you just essentially place it on there, and I believe it can do up to 4. Yep, it's doing all 4. And it says once they are cooked, it will pop them off, so we'll get to that in a minute. It emits a new type of particle, as we can see with that smoke. The smoke signal that can be seen from larger distance than normal particles, so you can actually see this from a distance. That's pretty interesting. I guess in case you want to send some SOS or something. And the particles can travel 1 to 2 blocks. Placing a hay bale below the campfire causes the smoke particles to I got my food. My food's cooked. Woo! That's awesome. I don't need it though. But what was it saying? So the hay bale campfire causes the smoke particles to stay longer and rise higher. Interesting. And emits a light level of 15, so this does keep mobs from spawning, of course. It can be put out using a water bucket or a splash bottle water? Wait. Splash water? Oh my gosh, we actually have a splash bottle. You can splash water on things. Wait, horse! That's so weird. Alright, so we have splashed the water onto the thing, and it can be relit using flint and steel or fire charges, but no other fire source like fire spread. So you can't like burn a village down and expect this thing to light up. Okay, repeatedly deals half a heart of damage when walked on. Yes, another thing I found out last night is a lot of new items do like cacti damage, like it's realistic style. Like you obviously would not be able to stand over a campfire in real life. So it's trying to say you will actually take damage by doing. Alright, moving on to the next item. We are on to the cartography tables. Yes, one of the new machines once again. If you notice that we have added a lot more machines, so let me just grab that cartography table, this beautiful work of art. Okay, so cartography table can be crafted with 2 paper and 4 wooden planks. UI visualizes the function of the recipes, so I don't exactly know. I guess that means like right here we'll show you. Allows cloning, extending, and locking of maps. Locking can be done with a glass pane to prevent modifying them. Generate in village cartography houses. It acts as a cartographer villager's job site. So let's get a map and see what they're meaning. So let's grab the map. So we got the map, right? This is our map. So if I go in here, I place it in here, and let's say I wanted to, wait, did I, oh wait. So let's say I wanted to do something. I know you can put dye. I think I was able to do like blue dye, so let me, no, what was I putting in here earlier? When I was messing with this off camera, I put something in here that worked, and I'm forgetting what it is now. Wait, what does it say? Cloning, it says glass panes work, so let me get a glass pane and see what that does. So if I do this, and it locks it. So essentially now this map is permanent. It can no longer update or change, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess that's... I'll shove this in the barrel. I guess that is true. In other words, this item is just for mapping. Like, if you're a person that likes making a lot of maps in Minecraft, if you like making a map of your whole surroundings and whatnot, that is what the cartography table does. Moving on to the compositor, I really do feel like I'm playing modded Minecraft now. Okay, compositor, bam. You've seen this in modded Minecraft. Block which converts crops and plants into fertilizer, crafted by using 4 wood fences and any type of 3 wood planks. Generate in villager farms. And don't worry, I will be showing you guys the villages after this, so when I say generated, you'll see it when we go over there. Of generated villager farms, it acts as the farm or villager's job site. It creates a single piece of bone meal per 7 levels of compositing. It's using certain items on the compositor, has a chance of adding 1 level of the compositor up to 7 levels. After the compositor reaches level 7, it will turn into a level 8, which is the harvestable stage, yielding 1 bone meal when used. Some composite items will be consumed without adding a level. The chance the level will be added depends on the quality of the item. Why did the page decide to refresh on me? I didn't do anything. Larger crafted items have a higher chance of adding a layer when used, and it says, for an example, kelp has a low chance of about 30%, while pumpkin pie has a chance of 100%. I don't exactly know how this entirely works, because there's no, like, inventory. I'm guessing it just plops out the bone meal, or is it trying to say this bone meal's for you? I don't know. That's one thing that isn't really made clear. By the way, guys, while I'm reviewing this, if there's anything I don't cover or there's something I'm slightly off on, feel free to correct me in the comments. Just be like, yeah, when you talked about this item, it actually does this. I'd greatly appreciate it, and I'm sure my viewers would as well. Moving on to the next item, we are on to the fletchling tables. I think it's funny because I was always dreading reviewing this when I found out about all these new machines, because I was like, crap, I'm never going to know any of these. All right, so fletchling table. Looks interesting, doesn't it? Generates in villager Fletcher houses, can be crafted with 4 planks and 2 flint, and acts as a Fletcher villager job site. So this absolutely... I did not mean to do that. So according to that, this does nothing. It is just for decoration, and it is for the villager Fletcher dude. So whenever it says these act as their job sites, that's still something I'm not entirely sure of what that means. I'm sure it'll explain that once we get to the actual... once we actually get to the main event. But it's just kind of like... job site? Excuse me? But anyway, we are moving on to the flowers. We're taking a break from machines, so let me just grab up the new flowers real quick. Don't worry, these are... I'm only going to show the newest ones, and I think I did show them in the snapshot, but we will still be able to go over them. So first things first is the cornflower. This is the cornflower in all its beauty. The cornflower can be crafted into blue dye. No longer is lapis lazuli required for dye. Keep that in mind. If you want to know what lapis looks like, it looks like a blue pickle still. But it no longer can be... you cannot craft with lapis lazuli anymore. Do not, I repeat, do not use lapis lazuli anymore as blue dye. You have to use this flower now. And it can appear in plains biomes only. So you want this flower, you got to go to a plains biome. Next up, we have the Lily of the Valley, a very fitting name for this uniquely shaped flower. It can be crafted into white dye. So again, bone meal is no longer required to use... That is a real bone, huh? Bone meal can no longer be used as dye. Do not use it. You have to use this lily flower, and it can appear in forest biomes only. Finally suiting the wither flower with its cute little black particle effects of dust. It can be crafted into black dye, so squids are no longer used as black dye. It inflicts 1 second of wither status to a player and mobs around it when in any difficulty besides peaceful. So if you're near this thing, here, let me just test it. If you're near this thing, as you can see, you step near it, you get burned, essentially. It doesn't exactly hurt as long as you, like, run away a second after it. Again, like I said, this is another block that's just you step on it, you get hurt, like how we did with the campfire and how that we will show off more things later. What else can the Wither Rose do? Is dropped or planted from any non-undead mob being killed by the Wither. Oh. Is this a feature from the Wither boss fight? So what this is saying is if you summon the Wither, and the Wither kills a non-undead mob, so like a horse or something, it will either drop it as a drop when the mob dies to the Wither, or it will auto-plant it into the ground. So this is like the villager's child. Yes. Okay, well, enough about flowers. Those are the 3 flowers. I always wonder about that because I was like, it doesn't say where these things spawn on the wiki page. Is it going to go into more detail? But it did. So we're on to the grindstones. Let's grab up another new mechanical marvel in this world. Let's place it right here. So this is the grindstone, looking pretty complex. The grindstone is crafted with sticks, a stone slab, and planks. It generates in the village weaponsmiths. It acts as the weaponsmith's job site. It has a GUI with 2 input slots and 1 output slot. Remove any non-cursed enchantments from an item. So it can remove any non-cursed enchantments from an item. So that's what it does. So if I enchant... Wait. We gotta do this. Enchantment table. I might be needing this later anyway, so let's just... So let's say I don't want this sweeping edge and knockback. You're telling me... I didn't mean to do that. You're telling me it'll just... Okay, but wait. Before I do that. It can give the player experience back for the enchantments being removed. Weapons, tools, armor, enchantment books can have their enchants removed within this block. It can repair items by combining them together. And it can be placed on top, bottom, or side of a block. So you can place this thing like... What? Like any... Yeah, you can place it anywhere you want. And it just essentially removes enchantments, or it will do whatever. So it does that with anything. That's pretty interesting. So essentially, if you didn't like your enchant, you could get them removed. Now, in terms of the repair thing, I'm guessing that means you can no longer just throw items into your own hotbar. Or not hotbar, but like your 2x2 crafting slot anymore. Because before, if 2 items were damaged, you could just throw them in there. If they were not enchanted, it would repair them. I guess you have to use this thing now. Either way, that is a definitely interesting item. Now, it says something about jigsaw blocks, but it says they're creative mode only, so I'm going to skip them. We're moving on to the lanterns. So let's grab up these beautiful lanterns. So this is the lantern. Pretty interesting. It says it's a new light source. You could probably guess that. A feature originally planned for the Alpha Halloween update. So this was going to be something added in back in Alpha of Minecraft. Notch had previously said that lanterns would not be added into Minecraft. Well, apparently he was wrong. Crafted with 8 iron nuggets surrounding 1 torch. It can generate in snowy villages, so you got to go to the snow villages if you want to see these things naturally. It can be placed either hanging under a block or on top of a block, and it gives slightly more light than a torch. So this is essentially the Torch 2.0. This is your extreme torch from Ore Spawn, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And you can place it just hanging. You can't place it on leaves, unfortunately, or you can place it just on the ground, wherever you would please. So that's pretty interesting. One thing I am noticing with 1.14 is, like 1.13, it does have a little bit of lag in its version. Rip that squid over there that died. But I'm sure they'll push out the 0.1 and 0.2 versions of it, sure enough, in time fixing some of the bugs. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Yeah, that's basically all it is for the lanterns. Next up, we have the lechers. Yes, the lechers. The thing that I could not figure out how to use for the life of me. So this is the lecher. Where an idea originally scrapped from 2012. Unique model base and on the scrap design, however. So this was something going to be added in 2012. But it is... I like how the wiki's given these facts about this stuff. That's like... And don't worry, I have a link to the wiki page after if you guys just want to follow along with me. But yeah, that's pretty interesting that this was something that was originally going to be in a different version, but it got scrapped. It can be crafted from slabs and bookshelves. Right-click the empty lencher with to place a book. So, right-click. Wait, do I have to be in survival mode for this? Am I missing something? Wait. Right-click when you place a book. Right-click lecture with book to open. Multiple players can read the book at the same time without having the item. Oh, does that have to be... Oh, wait. Does that have to be like a book and quill book? Oh, wait. Here, let me quickly... let me write some pages here. Sign and close. Oh, okay. So I put the book on the lecture. That's pretty funny. Yeah, players can read it without having to read. This current page is persistent and shared between all readers. Book can be removed from it. So essentially, you all just kind of stare at the book as you're reading it. It's a book that reads along with you. Wait, does it make noise? Yeah, like you're turning the page. That's so cool. Book can be removed from it. Emits redstone pulses when the page is turned. Interesting. So for all you redstone people, that might be something. Redstone comparators can be used to get book reading progress. Alright, so this is going to be something for redstone magic down the line. With the books, apparently, on servers and whatnot. It generates in village libraries and acts as the librarian villager's job site. If you want to take the book, you just click take book and you can just do what you want. We're going to leave that book there. Alright, moving on. We are on to the loom. In my opinion, the least interesting one. Actually, no, let's be honest. This was the least interesting. It didn't do anything. Alright, we're on to the loom. Let's open the loom up. So, wait. Actually, yeah, let's open the loom up. Okay, so where the idea... Oh, no, wait, wrong thing. Okay, can be crafted with 2 string on top of 2 planks. Generates in the village shepherd house. It acts as the shepherd villager's job site. Easier way to apply patterns to banners. The purpose is to color and design banners, which was previously done in the crafting grid. So you no longer use the crafting grid, you use this. Have a slot for a banner, a die, and a banner pattern. Generic patterns now only require 1 die. Removed existing banner recipes. So you can no longer craft them. It's what it's saying is you have to use this thing now, essentially. Special banner patterns can now be crafted into the new item banner pattern. I don't know what that means. All I can say is I think that means they're adding, like, there's more you can get now. Craftable using paper and special banner items. Banner pattern item. That is such a mouthful. These patterns don't consume the pattern item when used in the loom. Available banner patterns are shown as a list. Alright, so let's just grab a banner. Let's just do this real quick. So, oh, wait, are these the... Right. That's what it means. Okay, let me grab that. Let me grab a die. So I'll grab red. So red die, and then what else do I need? I think that's it. So you do boop, boop, boop. And then you got your skull banner, and then you just grab it. And then you got your skull banner. You can place your skull banner. That's pretty cool. So I'm assuming right now the patterns, there's only 5 of them. You can do a flower, creeper, skull, thing, and globe. And I'm guessing you can still manipulate that as you will to make like the background and stuff, but that's essentially the default patterns. Moving on to note blocks, it added 6 new note block sounds. Really? I'm going to place this over here just so we know. But yeah. I didn't mean to do that. I forgot I'm in creative mode and I try punching it. So the new sounds that were added are, I quote, iron xylophone, cowbell, didgeridoo, I don't know what that means, bit, banjo, and pling. The sounds can be heard by using iron blocks, soul sand, pumpkins, emeralds, hay bales, and glowstone, respectively. Alrighty, moving on. Again, maybe that was useless. We'll see. Alright, scaffolding's next. Wabam. So, scaffolding. What can you scaffold? A new, quick, climbable block that can be crafted using bamboo and string. The player can build a pillar of scaffolding by just pressing use on top of the fence. On the top face of a scaffolding block, as well as place scaffolding to the side. The whole structure breaks when the bottom block is broken. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna have to mess with this, but the player can climb up the block by jumping and going down and pressing sneak. Player can sneak by pressing sneak, and there's no other scaffolding below. The sides have placement collision detection on the bamboo struts. Scaffolding without blocks under the bottom can be walked on. Can be placed 6 blocks on the base without falling. So if I just kind of built... Wait, how do I, like, go up? I'm not trying to go sideways! Stop! I don't even know what it's doing. You know what? Scaffolding, folks. And then... What, do you stand on top? Like, how do you press... Wait. So I press shift, do I climb up? Oh, that's weird. That's really weird. Wait. Keep going up. So, like, if I stand, like, here and jump, but pressing... Wait. Let me get in it and press shift. Can I just, like... Oh, this is really hard to do. Can I, like... Oh, my gosh. It's like an elevator. It's like an elevator in Minecraft. Okay, I've got to get rid of this. So if you break, like, the bottom, it just shatters the whole thing, right? Oh, yeah, that definitely shatters the whole thing. That is... Wow, okay, that's something definitely that you need to mess around with to figure out, but yeah, that's pretty interesting. Here, let me just get one so I can just shove it here so I know I've gone through it. Okay, scaffolding. Next, signs. I'm just going to show you, I'm not going to play it. Well, I'll place them. Alright, so we have added new signs to Minecraft. It was about time. It's the newest wood item, you know? So we got sign number 1, sign number 2, sign number 3 that I don't mean to type in, but it's just happening. Sign number 5 and sign number 6. So you can guess what each one is. I'm not going to say what each one is. But added spruce, birch, acacia, dark, and dark oak. There, you got me to tell you all of them. Jungle. Signs can now come in different types of wood. Sign text color can now be changed by right-clicking them with any 6 dyes. So, if I wanted to change this number 1, I could... Oh my gosh, they added something that's in servers, but now you can do it in vanilla. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay. Slabs. I'm just going to read them. I'm going to type slab in the search bar. You can just look at them all, because we went over them before. Let me just read them real quick. Added stone, andesite, polished andesite, diorite, polished diorite, granite, polished diorite, mossy stone, polished granite, mossy stone, brick, mossy cobblestone, smooth sandstone, cut sandstone, smooth red sandstone, cut red sandstone, smooth quartz, red nether brick, and endstone brick slabs. Voila! Every one that you probably could have ever asked for and wanted is now available. And it looks ridiculous. It looks like modded. Jeez. Alright. Let's move on. Smithing table. Why does it do that? I hate how it doesn't throw it on the ground. Just kind of meh. Alright, smithing table. How do you work this? Okay, so smithing table generates in the village toolsmith house. Let me guess. It acts as the villager toolsmith's job. Yeah. Can be crafted with 4 planks and 2 iron ingots, so it doesn't do anything. It's like the other thing. It doesn't actually do anything. Unless it's saying the villager himself has to use it. I'm not sure. We're moving on to something called smoker. We have a smoker. It says decoration block. What does this thing do? A new furnace upgrade that allows for cooking foods faster than traditional furnaces, twice as fast as the regular furnace. Don't we have the blast? Wait, so you're telling me you have to use the blast furnace for if you want to cook minerals quicker, and you have to use this if you want to cook food quicker. So essentially, if you want to upgrade your furnace, you have to split it into 2 furnace. Gotcha. It can only cook food. Yeah, it says that can only cook food. Can be crafted using 4 logs in 1 furnace. Generates in the village butcher shops. Let me guess. Acts as the butcher villager's job site. Have support for hoppers and droppers, respectively. I don't know how I feel about this now, then, because I always like... Can I stand on top of these yet? No. I always like the ability just to have my hopper system with 1 furnace. By the way, can we get the traditional furnace in here just so I can compare real quick? There we go. Traditional furnace with new textures. But yeah, like I'm saying, like this hopper system is going to work way better than me using this and that. Like, that's going to look ridiculous. Unless if you put 2 next to one another and 2 hoppers from the same chest and it knew how to filter. That would be a different story. I'll have to test that. Alright, stairs. Get ready for it, guys. We got to go through all the stairs. Okay, let's do this. Added stone, andesite, polished diorite, polished diorite, granite, polished granite, mossy stone brick, mossy cobblestone, smooth sandstone, smooth red sandstone, smooth quartz, red nether brick, and endstone brick stairs. Yes. So again, there you go. Every single one that you want. Let me just grab one real quick. So that just looks beautiful in my opinion. Alright, moving on. The stone cutters. Ah yes, the stone cutter. The saw blade, the sawmill, the animated saw. Okay. I think you need a redstone signal to power this. That's what you should have had to do, but it's free. Anyway, stone cutter can be used as a simpler way to craft various stone variants. I figured it said that, but I thought I was just tripping over my words. It can craft stairs, slabs, bricks, walls, chiseled, etc. It can be crafted with 3 stone and 1 iron ingot. It generates in the village mason houses and acts as the mason villagers' job sites. So how this works, you grab stone, you right click it, you shove it in here. It's similar how the chisel mod works in modded Minecraft. You just pick which block you want, you grab it, let's say you don't like it anymore, too bad, you're stuck with it. Wait, did it actually make a sound when I did that? Wait a minute. It does, it makes like a cutting sound, that's hilarious. And then you got your fancy new blocks. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure if you're not allowed to craft normally anymore. I don't know if you have to use this, but be good to know. Moving onwards, we're almost done with the new items. Do not worry. We are on to the sweet berry bushes. The sweet berry bushes. Let me just get some of those berry bushes down there right now. Alright, so the sweet berry bushes is right there. Commonly found in taiga hills, and taiga mountain biomes. Rarely found in snowy taiga hills, and snowy taiga mountain biomes. It can be planted. Proven right there. It has 4 stages of growth: the sapling stage, the no berry stage, the some berry stage, and the full berry stage. You will witness this as I'm talking about it. It drops 1 to 2 berries in younger stage and 2 to 3 in its fully growth stage. They're harvested with right-clicking. So yes, like Biomes O' Plenty's version of this, you can just right-click it and it will give you the berry. Supported bone meal usage. So if you want to bone meal them, if you're lazy and you're just like, you know what, I just want my berries. Bam! There, that's what the full berry looks like. Full berry tree. And then you just, like I said, right-click and it plops the berries out. They slow movement from all mobs in all stages of growth. So if a mob tries walking through this, they will be slower. So let me demonstrate. As you can see, I am trying to sprint and I am like stuck. It's like soul sand. It's amazing. You can trap people like this, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. Any mob can stand inside them, but they deal damage similar to a cactus if the mob isn't standing still, as long as the bush has grown past the sapling stage. So when it's on stage 2 and above, essentially, out of its 4 stages, it can hurt you like a cactus. I will demonstrate. So let me wait. And as you can see, since it takes slower movement to get out of it, you can imagine how that could be somewhat of a nuisance. And holy crap, that bamboo. That's been growing this whole time, by the way. Alright, so we are finally on to the final item / block. The walls. That's right, previously known as that there was only 2 types of walls. Now we have added the brick, andesite, dorite, granite, prismarine, stone brick, mossy stone brick, sandstone, red sandstone, nether brick, red nether brick, and the end stone brick. As you can see. Let me just grab one real quick. Yes, feel free to marvel in the fact that we have more walls. It only took how many years, but we got it. And now we are moving on to the items, because right now we were just focusing on like blocks, I guess. I'm just going to quickly read through these because we don't really care that much and there's not that many. So, banner patterns, we already went about that. Crossbows, crafted with string, ironing, its sticks, and tripwire hooks. You need tripwire hooks? That's amazing. It can be a weapon. It can be used as a weapon, similar to a bow. It's slightly more ranged, but takes longer to charge. It holds to charge, and you just right-click. So, and then you right-click. Wabam! Oh, Betsy! I like how there's an achievement for it. So you can shoot fire rockets with it, holding the crossbow with one hand and fireworks in the other. Excuse me? Wait. So pull back. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Alright, so we got that underway, and it can be enchanted with these new enchantments: multi-shot with a T, quick charge, and piercing. Multi-shot fires 3 arrows at once in different directions, not compatible with piercing. It's either multi-shot or piercing. Quick charge increases the reload speed by 3 levels, aka 0.25 seconds faster each level. Piercing, projectiles pierce through mobs 4 levels, not compatible with multi-shot. And its arrows deal 6 to 11 hearts of damage. I think I'm reading that correctly. Not 11 hearts, but 11 damage, because the player has 20 health, and you know. Anyway. And then dyes, of course, they added the blue, brown, black, and white dye. We did not show off the brown dye. What does the brown dye look like? It looks like poop. Anyway, so that is the new dyes. They are available. You can no longer use bone meal, ink sac, cocoa beans, and lapis. They are their own items. They can no longer be used to be dyed. New dyes craftable and recipe ingredients, blah, blah, blah. Alright, leather horse armor. Added leather horse armor into the Java edition. Does that for us also? Yes, we have a leather horse armor now. It's used already in the Legacy Console Edition, the Bedrock Edition. So this is something that already has existed in versions of Minecraft. This is just something not in the main version. It's crafted with 7 leather, and it can be dyed. All the different... There are 12,000... No. There's 12,326,391 different colors in Minecraft. Did we know this? I didn't know this. Alright, so if I type in horse armor, you will see now that there is 4 types of horse armor. Pretty amazing, though. That's pretty cool. Alright, so spawn eggs. We have added in new spawn eggs. Let me grab them all. So we have the cat spawn egg, the fox spawn egg, the panda spawn egg, the pillager spawn egg, the ravager spawn egg, the trader, the wandering trader, which is my personal favorite, and trader llama spawn egg. So they have added in 6 new mobs. Can we get a clap for that in the comment section, please? I'm just gonna skip over this. Wait, so what's this? The suspicious stew found in shipwreck supply chest can be crafted with a red or brown mushroom, a bowl, and any flour. Cannot be obtained in creative inventory. It restores 6 hunger points, 7.2 saturation, gives roughly 5 seconds of status effects. And the status effects can be, I guess, random. It can affect upon eating depends on the flour used in the recipe. So if you used the oxeye daisy, you get regeneration. The cornflower, jump boost. The lily, poison. Wither rose gives wither. Tulip, weakness. Azure bluet gives blindness. Allulium gives fire resistance. Blue orchid uses saturation. The poppy gives speed, and the dandelion gives saturation. So that's the suspicious stew. I'd love to show you it, but if I type suspicious, nothing comes up. You need to find it in the berry chest. And finally, the sweet berries. If you were curious, fills 2 hunger points and can be planted in the ground, as we already saw with the berry bushes. So let's move on to the main event, the mobs. We obviously care so much about these mobs. Let's go over the first one, the cat. The beautiful cat. It has 10 health. It drops 0 to 2 string when you decide to murder them. Typically found in wandering around villages as strays. So you can find these in villages. Pretty cute, huh? Black cats can spawn in witch huts. Untamed cats can despawn, so if you don't tame the cat, if you're in the area, it can despawn. It has 8 new skins, 1 being chosen by the community, actually. Tamed cats will sleep or sit on the owner if they go to sleep on the bed. Oh, that's so cute! I think one just died to the wither. So you're telling me if like you own a cat and you go to bed in Minecraft, it will sleep on top of you. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen before in my life, and can't relate because I have 2 cats in real life. When the owner wakes up from the bed, the owner will receive a gift based on a loot table. Possible gifts are string rod, chicken feather, rabbit hide, rabbit's foot, rotten flesh, or phantom membrane. Are you saying this thing goes and kills phantoms? And they will also scare off phantoms and will hiss at them. So these are the things to use against phantoms. If you get a cat, similar to how the wolves scare off skeletons, the cats now scare off phantoms. And cat collars can now be dyed. That is the most amazing thing I've ever heard of in my life. We have to move on to the foxes. The foxes, folks. The foxes have 10 health. They are nocturnal mobs which sleep at morning and are awake at night. Drop nothing when killed. They're really... I'm going to break these wither flowers because they are actually killing my animals. Did he just grab the... Okay, we didn't get to that yet. Drop nothing when killed. Will run from the player. They are about as fast as ocelots. Of course they are. Can be bred with sweet berries, so if you get a lot of them, you can just use the sweet berries. The baby born will trust the player and not run away. Will pick up loot food items with their mouth. Drop food items. I don't think string is a food item. They are attacked by wild wolves, but run faster, so the wolf can never chase them. May spawn wandering around villages at night. A white variant spawns in the snowy taiga. So if you want to get a white fox, you have to go to the snowy taiga. Otherwise, the foxes are just being everywhere. Is he hunting this fish? He isn't. He's not actually trying to kill this fish, is he? Wait. Oh my god, he killed a fish! He's holding it! Oh my god, he's actually trying to hunt the... Nowhere on there does it say they hunt fish. Oh, look, he's sleeping! Oh my gosh, look. Guys, look how cute that looks. You can have the spawn egg little guy. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. I'm in love with these. Okay, next. Wait, Mushroom. Mushroom? Why did the Mushroom get changed? Come here, Mushroom. We need you. Where's your brown variant, huh? You just said it added the brown variant. Added the brown variant does not spawn naturally. Does not spawn naturally. Obtained when normal Mushroom gets struck by lightning. Okay, we'll change back to normal Mushroom when it gets struck by lightning again. Can be fed a flower and be milked for suspicious stew, of course. The stew would have the same attributes when given suspicious stew, can only give the same time mushroom eaten the flower. Now what are they dying to? Oh my gosh. Animals, please. Alright. / summon. I need lightning bolt. I need lightning bolt. That's the sound of lightning. Look how ridiculous that looks. Wait. Does lightning really make that sound now? Oh no, it just made the sound because it converted them. Okay. Interesting. Alright, can we move on to pandas now? Since my mind's already blown as much as it is. Okay, pandas. They have 20 health. And 10 health if they're weak pandas. I don't know what that means. Drop 1 bamboo when killed. Oh, wait, I gotta spawn them in. They drop 1 bamboo when they're killed. They are also passive. They spawn in bamboo forests inside jungles. They will seek out bamboo and cake items and eat them. Interesting. Oh, wait, there's bamboo right there. Seek it, pandas. Use it. Eat it. Here, I'll spawn right next to it. They have varying personalities and traits. They can be normal, aggressive, lazy, weak, worried, or playful. Okay. They have a rare white and brown variant. Their emotions can be read by their faces. Really now? Can I see your face? Okay, actually, he looks different. Did that one just do a flip? What the heck was that? Okay, their faces are different. Their faces are different. Okay, I understand what you mean by that. They are breedable. Baby pandas will sometimes sneeze, making nearby pandas jump when they sneeze. They have a chance to drop a slime ball. Variants are inherited by special panda enhanced system. Inheritance system. Oh, that's what it means. Sometimes roll and sit on hind legs. I think I saw the one do that. When hit, nearby villagers will display an angry villager particle. So you're telling me if I attack a panda, the villagers are going to hate me? I mean, yeah, I guess because pandas are endangered in real life. They're trying to say, like, don't hurt the pandas. I understand. Look at the baby panda doing flips! What the heck? Okay, then. Oh, my God, that was on his back! Why are these new creatures so animated? It's ridiculous. Okay, moving on. Pillagers. They are hostile mobs considered a subset of illagers. They have 24 health. They wield crossbows. They drop their crossbows when killed, affected by looting, of course. They will raid or take over villages by killing villagers. They cannot equip armor of any type. Attack villagers, iron golems, and wandering traders. So, these boys right here. I don't know if this one's looking at, but yeah, these are the people that will attack villagers and essentially take over village. I don't know what it means by take over. Like when they kill them all, do they just live there now? Is that how that's working? The village system is weird now. But moving on, we are onto the Ravager. It has 100 health. It has 100% knockback resistance when hit. It destroys crops and leaves. It attacks villagers, iron golems, and wandering traders. And it drops the saddle when killed 100% of the time, not affected by looting. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Ravager. Pretty terrifying, right? I think so. I think he's pretty terrifying. I don't want to mess with this guy. And yes, believe it or not, there is a chance of a Ravager jockey. Ravagers ridden by illagers that spawn in illager raids. So yes, this can occur. You can have a mob riding this boy. Pretty terrifying. Yeah, I wouldn't... meanwhile, the pandas are just being panda-like right now. But the villagers, or the illagers, are roaming this area now. Moving on to the Trader Llama. I guess we're in the llama first. Yeah, moving on to the Trader Llama. Do they attack this? Doesn't look it. Okay, so the Trader Llama. It has 15 health. spawns in pairs alongside the Wandering Trader, are hostile towards all illagers except for Ravengers and all zombie variants. Are same as normal llamas but have blue and gold decorations. I can see that, but why isn't he attacking them like they said he would? What is saving? Yeah. And have unique default carpet design. Can be equipped with carpets as normal llamas can. Can be tamed normally like a wild llama. Why is there a creeper here? Where did that thing come from? I guess the cave. Yeah, can be tamed like normal llama after the Wandering Trader is killed or lead breaks after it walks too far away. So essentially, you can't tame it as long as he's with his former master until his master dies. Then you can do what you want with him. A bit morbid, but you know, and it drops 1 lead when killed 100% of the time. So it looks like they're adding a lot more features that involve, like, this guy guarantees dropping a saddle, this guy guarantees dropping a lead. So in case there was some reason you needed that. But moving on to the final mob, and the most interesting, I have to get really far away for this. The Wandering Trader, the boy that can spawn on you, I believe. Here, let me actually bring up the Wandering Trader. He has 20 health. He's found in random places around the world. Only will spawn in the world with 2 trader llamas and within a 48 block radius of a player. After 1 in-game day, the game will begin to attempt to spawn the Wandering Trader once per in-game day. Spawn attempt chances increases with each failed attempt. Initially, it will start at 2.5%, then 5%, and it caps at 7.5%. Provides a randomly verified biome-specific item trait, so depending on which biome he's in will determine what his trades are like. He left me, of course. Not dependent on the biome, not dependent on the biome he spawns in. So it doesn't matter which biome he's in, it's just their biome-specific trades. Trading times are limited. Locked trades are not unlockable by conducting other trades. So once he maxes out his trade, you're not allowed to unlock it again. He has up to 6 trades, all unlocked up front. Once used up, cannot be reopened. Despawns after 48,000 ticks or 40 minutes. He will drink potions of invisibility at night to hide from hostile mobs. He will drink milk in the daytime to remove the potion effects. Did you just tell me this man can drink potions? Is this the first mob in Minecraft that can actually drink potions aside from the witch? And he has a wander tag, data tag for position locking and whatnot. Okay. Where is this boy? I'm just going to grab another one. Wandering Trader. So if I spawn him in and right click him, as you can see, he is trading for emeralds, a variety of random items. Let's get another one. Same thing, variety of dyes, items, gunpowder, etc. This one's trading for horned coral blocks and pot soil. This one's trading for different kinds of saplings. You can get vines and stuff. This one, cactus and ice. This one also ice. The packed ice is a really good one. Glowstone, Natalia shells, black dye, red sand. So essentially they're like they said, biome specific. So like you could tell if these guys have been to the ocean, they've been to like they seem to prefer like it seems to be just like types of food, seeds, dye, and like random ice that are very heavily biome specific, like the coral reefs and whatnot. Yes, these are the villagers that we want to see. But we are done with all that. We are moving on to world generation. So after I quickly go over all the world generation stuff, we're going to actually hop into a super flat world just to show off the different villager areas and what they look like. I would fly around a normal world, but it can get a bit laggy and it'll take us forever, honestly. But Bamboo Forest, the new biome found in the jungle. It contains bamboo shoots, pot soil, and pandas, so that's the Bamboo Forest. The Pillager outposts are structures related to pillagers separated from illager patrols. Illager patrols. Spawn pillagers. The patrol leaders can spawn at outposts. They have loot chests at the top and minor structures around the main tower. Can be found in any biome a village can generate in, and you can use the jigsaw block if you want to generate. So that's the creative mode item. Villages added a snowy tundra village, and the zombie villages added a snowy tundra zombie village. So yeah, zombie villages are a thing for those who didn't know. Essentially, it's a rare chance that a village will, instead of having villagers in it, it will have zombie villagers in it. Pretty disturbing. But moving on to the gameplay. So this is what we all wanted to hear about. The Illager Patrols. They spawn in the world as a pack of 5 mobs consisting of pillagers and vindicators. They spawn in all variations of plains, taiga, desert, savanna biomes, and on top of grass or sand blocks. An Illager banner can be found at the patrol's leader head. Pillagers will attack and pillage villages, trampling corpse and killing villagers. Players who kill the leader of the will have the bad omen status afflicted upon them. So this is actually kind of like an RPG style thing. Like if you attack the pillagers, that you will get a bad omen status, quote unquote, which we will go over soon enough. Do not worry. Now, the Illager raids themselves. It triggers when a player inflicted by the bad omen status enters a village. The max bad omen level can be 5, and you can kill leaders to increase the bad omen level. Each person that brings a bad omen into a village will lead an additional wave of raids. So if you have 5 players, that's 5 raids that are about to occur. Higher level of bad omen means higher chance of enemies will have enchanted weapons. Pillagers, Vindicators, Evokers, Witches, and Ravengers can appear as part of the raid. Raid progress bar, once the village has been entered, is displayed like an Ender Dragon health bar, decreases upon pillager kill. So as you kill them, the raid bar goes down as if you're killing the raid. The raid boss bar slowly fills up when a raid is triggered and when the wave is cleared. Shows remaining mobs near the end. Mobs appear in waves which follow a set pattern based on the difficulty. So if you're set it on easy mode, 3 waves normal, 5 hard, 7 waves of mobs will attack the village. A bonus wave is added every additional level of bad omen brought to the village. So you can have a max of what? What would the bad omen status do? 5. So that's 5 additional. Oh my god. That's 12 waves. I believe my math is correct. You can have up to 12 waves of village. They can barely survive 2 zombies. They're not going to survive 12 waves of enhanced mobs. What the heck? And shows remain. Yeah. A wave can only begin if all mobs in the previous wave have been killed, including witches and evokers on later waves. I can't believe they give you evokers attack the village. That's insane. At least you'll get a lot of Tomes of Undying. When player defeats all waves, they get a Hero of the Village effect as a reward, and the villagers will gift the player random items according to their profession. Raids end in with the victory or defeat message. So you're telling me the villagers just hand you items? You don't have to trade with them anymore. If you win that raid, they just throw items at you like, here you go, congratulations. Something about resource packs, I don't care about that. So status effects. So the bad omen effect, acquired by killing an Illager patrol leader, an Illager wearing a banner on its head, and the hero of the village occurs when the raid is defeated. The level of the effect is equivalent to the level of the bad omen effect. It lasts approximately 2 in-game days, in which trades from villagers are heavily discounted. Wow. And then there's the command format. I don't think, I'm just scrolling through, anything else matters. Obviously it changes, it's talking about all the new textures, but we don't care about that. Alright, so again, I will link the wiki page if you guys do want to see that, but I wanted to leave this world. Don't worry, I'm not ending it yet. How long have we been going for? We've been going for an hour. Oh my gosh, this is a long video. I mean, I think 2 parts I have to cut out, but this video would only be a half an hour. Yeah, joke's on me. Alright, let's go to the super flat world. I'm just going to show them then as quickly as possible. I don't want to waste any more of your guys' time. I know this is already a longer video. This should have been the dang live stream. But anyway, I was originally going to live stream this for those who are curious. If you guys are curious what the starter chest has, this is what it looks like. But yeah, I was originally going to live stream it, but I decided against it. So this is what the villager currently looks like. The village. This is what you're going to be dealing with. This is what it's going to look like. These are what the houses look like now. So you actually have beds in the villages. You'll notice there's no longer wool. They use the stripped oak wood. Here is the, what is this called? The compositor and the farms. You have different kinds of houses. Again, most houses are specific for each village. What was that? Oh, that's the cat. I was like, what the? So you can recognize which house is whose depending on. Oh, this is like the this is a pig pen. That's awesome. Yeah, I've noticed there's actually farms that can spawn in the villages now. There's like little trading outposts. This is the village center. So this is where the villagers will gather, according to the thing. So you just kind of do that. Did I just trigger them to do something? I think I did. And then, of course, iron golems doing their thing. You got horses and cows. So essentially, if you want a quick way of finding animals, just go to a village. you will notice there are now normal villagers. So these villagers do not trade at all. If you right-click them, they just kind of bob their head. They don't do anything. You want to find people like this dude. These are the people that you trade with. You right-click them, and as you can see, he's looking for beetroots, and he's looking for potatoes. Now, the beautiful thing about this is now, you no longer have to just physically put the items into the guy's inventory. So I'll show you. So if you right-click him, as you can see, he's holding the emerald, which means that he wants to actually trade for this item. You enter his trade. All you do is just click the button, you left click, and then you can shift click the emeralds out of him, and then as you can see, he'll get like a progress bar. So that progress bar will determine when his next trade is unlocked. So you have to essentially make these trades until this bar reaches all the way to the top, then he will unlock another trade. So essentially I traded with him, I now have emeralds, I can move on. I'm trying to find one of the specific villager houses before we move on to the next one that has like the different houses in. So this is the the cleric. Alright, interesting. I'm guessing the brewing stand is his specific item. Oh yes, and here's the mason with his stone cutter as his block. Looking pretty cool. He actually has some blocks, terracotta and clay. Now again, I'm not sure if they actually physically use the items. I'm not sure about that at all. Like, that's one thing I did not figure out. But yeah, brewing stands can spawn in the villages now, for anyone who was curious. But let's move on to the village over here. We'll show off one more village, and then we'll leave. Yes, villages are specific biome now. So if you want to find specific things, you have to go to each biome and hope that there's a village in there. Basically, in this update, they've made sure that you're constantly adventuring. You're constantly looking for new things. You can't just find one thing anymore and assume it has everything. So, like, normally people would just find one village, and they'd be like, okay, I've got a village, I'm good. That's no longer the case. You have to find all the villages. You have to get every village type, so you have each villagers and their individual specific trades per biome. The Wandering Trader is something that you can work for now and try to get him to appear so you can trade with him. It's very interesting, and of course here is the librarian one, but I don't know where the librarian dude went. He has to be somewhere around here. Here's another one. This is the... Who are you? Oh, you're looking for a Bane of Arthropods book. Interesting. The librarian... Oh, here's the librarian. I don't know why he's in this room over here. He's supposed to be over there, but, you know, that's fine. But you also notice the villagers' like spawn patterns are a lot more random. It's a lot more intricate. They have a lot more design and decoration. Every villager house is different. And, well, not fully... Well, actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure each villager house has some different variation to it than the other. There's no duplicate. You'll sometimes find farms with no animals in it. You'll find animals roaming around, possibly. You can tell it's a lot more lively now with the different animals, horses, whatever. Now, I'm sure there's probably... I don't want to have to do this, but I am going to. So I'm going to get a sword. I'm going to get my armor, and I'm going to show off the raid feature. So for that, I believe I have to kill a leader? I have to kill, like, a leader. I don't think I can just kill the pillager, right? I'm going to try to just kill the pillager, and then the, and we'll see how that works. But we'll see. Here, game mode, survival. So let me just try to kill this guy. I don't have the bad omen effect. Can I, like, affect myself with the bad omen effect? I don't have the page brought up, so I can't do it. Alright, you know what? We're going to say, I can't right now. We're going to show that off in my upcoming series, which I'm about to announce in a minute. Let me just figure out if there's anything more I have to go over. No, I don't think there is. But yeah, guys, that is about going to wrap up this version of Minecraft. If you do want to see the raid feature in progress, I would recommend checking out my new series that's going to be starting up soon. I don't have an exact date or title for the series, but it is going to be Vanilla 1.14. I've talked about it a bit in the past, but yes, I do plan on doing a full Let's Play series on this version, so definitely look forward to that. And that's about it for wrapping up this video. I apologize for it being this long and lengthy. Like I said, you guys could kind of just click through it if you wanted to. I will try to leave timestamps in the description if you want to go back, or if there's some point you want to save or relook at. Definitely, I'll try to do that. But yeah, that's about going to wrap it up here. Hope you all did enjoy, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.